As y'all seen, man, biggest thing on the market, Diddy. Like I said, us at 3M on Whittier, man, we really like us academics and what's the name thing? Court TV.
Court TV, that's about it.
We covered this trial, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely, man, against the verdict, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm for the verdict, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not for the verdict. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. Because like I said, he beat majority of the charges as y'all seen, but in real life, man, the things that he got convicted of, man, prostitution, what was it? Basically, man, conducting prostitution, transporting, transporting prostitute, women of the night. He was doing that. And
wow.
Okay. Like, basically being guilty of that, man, and, like, the person that, you know what I'm saying, you were guilty of taking across these lines or doing these things with is the person that just sued you, and the witness in the case is just look crazy.
Yeah, man, it's his girl.
You know, it's like, I mean, think of someone telling you that, hey, yo, man, if you and your girl, y'all want to go to Lake Minnetonka, and y'all want to get, you know what I'm saying, y'all want to get freaky, y'all heterosexual though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to go grab a little lady of the night, you and your girl though. Man, and y'all wanted to go do something. Is that a crime?
Hey, in the moment of doing it, man, no. I mean, I don't see it as a crime. That's the crazy part about the whole thing, because I seen Vlad post about it. It's like, yo, okay, y'all charge him with that. That was his girl. But it's kind of like, yo, I know she got immunity, but damn, she booked all this shit, though.
She booked it all, bro.
She booked it, bro. Like, she hired the workers, or masseuse, whatever niggas say. She did all this, so it's crazy to see that those are the charges that he got hit with.
That is wild, man. I mean, Diddy is definitely, man, guilty of a lot of things, man, but the things that was presented in the trial, as far as, like, you know, sex trafficking, arson, kidnapping, you know, those things, man, the major things I should say that ties the RICO together, like you said last week, none of those things was, you know what I'm saying, like presented with any good evidence that he did those things. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real, man. And the jury, you know what I'm saying, they found in his favor, man. I felt like with the prostitution, they just had to convict him of something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like they had to get away. Real talk, bro, I thought he was going to be found out guilty on everything.
I would think everything.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just crazy. Those particular charges is what stuck. And I was just like, bro, y'all just don't want to make this a waste of time.
Yeah, I mean, you never want to, you know, they never going to do that with the
This is a waste of,
you know
and then, you know, like I said, it's a waste of taxpayer dollars, bro. If you're going to convict them of something, if you're going to come with a RICO, they making it to where nowadays this RICO stuff, now with them beating that and Thug beating this, it's like y'all throwing a RICO out there and niggas ain't taking it like it used to be.
Nah, it's definitely not being used like that, man. They're using it as like a damn near. It feels like it's being used like personally, like, yo, I don't like this person, so let's go ahead, you know, build this case real quick, man. We know some people around that may be doing illegal things, or even in his case, it's really like they just had it all based on Diddy.
Yeah.
Because the thing that if there's anybody else doing something illegal around him to make a RICO, it would be Cassie.
Yeah.
So if you want to, you know, a RICO takes more than one person.
And then I see,
you know what I'm saying? Follow me though. You know, RICO takes more than one person. So when he got charged with a single RICO, a person being charged in a single RICO, it's just like, yo, where is everybody else? Because he's the only one on trial for this alleged RICO. Yeah. So it's like, it would be only like logically right to be like, okay, if y'all gonna make it a real RICO and you want to make these charges like, you know, true of what y'all trying to charge him with, it would be like, okay, add Cassie in here.
Yeah.
Because she's the person that contacted the prostitute. She's the one that, you know, was, you know, like,
yeah. Come on. She set the time, the flights, who to be, where.
Now, how you feel about Cassie sending a letter to the judge, I guess, to her lawyer, man, that she feels that she's in danger with him being released, you know, that's the reason, you know, like I said, I know I'm skipping over a lot of things, but I know y'all seen it, man. My man was found, you know, not guilty of the majority of the charges. He should have been let go on bond. And Cassie allegedly sent a letter over that, you know, said that she was in danger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen that, man. I mean, in a way I can understand, because it's kind of like, in the back of her head, she know Diddy ain't like that, but in the back of her head, she like, damn, she might be thinking on some shit like, I just took 20 M's from this man. I done took the stead on this man, and now he finna be found. They don't drop everything.
But
you know what I'm saying?
You think he gonna risk it? You think he gonna risk that though? Like really being after he just beat life?
No.
Right.
But in her eyes though, she probably looking at it like, you know, I don't see them. you talking from a woman that got beat, bro. So she probably thinking to the extent like, damn, man, I don't took the nigga money. I don't motherfucking took the stand. And then I told you this other day, bro. She said, I still love him at the end of the day.
That's the crazy part.
That's the crazy part.
But that's how those relationships be, though, man, a lot of times, man. You know this, man. Like, most of them relationships where it's kind of got that domestic kind of side to it, and this is something that is definitely not good. You know what I'm saying? But they have that, you know.
That type of relationship,
That's how
bro.
she went back. And then, on top of that, bro, like, when they asked her, like, why did she stay with Diddy through a lot of the things was, she's like, I ain't got nobody else to go date.
She said Jay-Z, he already gone.
She basically did it like how niggas do, like, with Stedman, or if... Just name somebody. If like, well, Jay is Jay. I was gonna say J and B, but like.
Well, she said Jay though.
Yeah,
you know, like,
but I'm just saying, like, if you date somebody of a certain stature, it's like you know what I'm saying. Once you date them, it's no going down from that. It's like if you date one of Michael Jordan's old work, it's like.
Yeah, I mean, I see what she
like
said,
this, bro.
But it's crazy.
Like trying to come into. It's like trying to be a stepdaddy to Michael Jordan or to LeBron kids. That's a great example. Man. That's like trying to come in and be a stepdaddy to King James kids.
How you gonna talk to Bronny? Nah, yeah.
Like they daddy got, you know what I'm saying, got billions, man, or got a billion, and as well as, bro, man, like he's a legend. Like how you gonna talk to them? And that's how it is. But I guess Cassie looked at it like, yo, I'm dating like the top of the food chain. Who else I'm gonna date?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was crazy, bro. Like that is a way to look at it, and I feel like I said, bro, I can understand. Because now she feel like, damn, I still got love for this nigga, but I don't piss him off to the point where, man, that nigga, he got connect. He still got bread. He ain't no broke nigga getting out. You know what I mean?
I mean...
So I can understand it, but it's kind of like Cassie, though. Like, you talking about you in fear, and then and behind it, like, you're in there with them. So it's like, when all this came out, like, I can't look past that, bro. Like, you can't schedule something with somebody and set it up and say, oh, no, I don't want to get them out. No, bro.
That's really wild.
That's wild, bro. That's nasty work.
It's nasty work for that to happen, bro, man.
And I think that's the main reason they kept him in. That's the main reason.
What you think? I mean, I don't think there'd be another reason to keep him in. He's guilty of 2 of the lesser charges of 5. He's already been in. He's not a flight risk. He's already, gave over his passport, man.
He gave up his daughter's passports.
You know what I'm saying? He provided $1 million, man, to go ahead and go home. It's like, what else do you want? What else do you want from me? Like,
yeah, man.
But before we move on from this, man, what's the, verdict, or not the verdict, but what's the sentencing that you think that's going to be, pushed out there, I guess, or, expected?
Well, as you know, they going for the maximum, which they say it's 20 years. I've heard 10. You know what I'm saying? But even if it's 10, I feel like they're not gonna max him out in here. The way it's looking with this judge, though, the judge has been cool, but the judge has been pro Cassie and them so far.
I've seen that.
But I feel like they're gonna give him about. I think they're gonna give him about 3. And then I think what's going to happen, 3 to 4. And then I think
that's excessive, bro, man.
It is. I'm thinking from the judge how they already been doing. So I'm thinking 3 to 4 time served. He going to be at about a year because the trial is October 3rd. So he going to be at about a year time in. And I think they're going to just release him on the house arrest into the halfway house. And then go home.
I think that would probably be better, man, because like I said, man, Diddy has a lot going on. Like I said, man, he's guilty of domestic violence, man. That's something that he definitely needs some help with. Man. But the charges that y'all charging him with, man, you cannot, like, you know what I'm saying, just basically, like, tear somebody down for that, like that. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. We had our takes on it and stuff like that, but at the end of every take, we always said, free Diddy. Freaky individual, man. Free Diddy.
Like, basically, it was a case to just defame him. You know what I'm saying? They had to break his legacy, bro. They had to be like, yo, you a legend, but this is what you doing. And a lot of people, be honest with you, like I say, a lot of people know this was going on already in the industry. So they would, but I say this though, before we get off of this though, Diddy did stand on 10 because we did say Diddy was gonna say names.
No, he didn't say no names.
Diddy ain't say no.
That has not been brought up though, man. Good point, bro.
Diddy stood on everything,
I ain't
bro.
heard Diddy not snitch one
He
time.
had not one witness take the stand. No, he ain't bring no names and who he could have said did this, who could have, no names, bro. Shout out Diddy,
bro.
man.
realer than a lot of these cases that we seen went on with these Ricos in the last year, bro. Diddy had a lot more. I'm about to move on, but Diddy had a lot more on the table, bro, and to come home to than a lot of you out here, man. And Diddy didn't mention one name, and you think about the people that Diddy know about. He did not mention one name.
Hey, but
bro.
let me ask you this, though, before we get out of here, though. He still got that information on these niggas, though. And y'all ain't come to one court date. Y'all ain't said
I'm just saying, that's even more
That's what I'm
solid.
saying. For a nigga to stand solid and he come home and a lot of you rappers, a lot of you entertainers gonna be in his face and now y'all gonna have to kiss his ass even more of what he didn't say.
Hey, well, shout out to 3 at On WHITTIER, man. Besides bro back here, man, it was no slander, man. So, shout out to
Hey, man, after I was cooking for Diddy, you gonna hit me with the no slander. That's crazy.
Hey, man, no, man. But shout out to Diddy, man. We definitely, man, glad, you know what happened there for us in his favor. This, with the, verdict. Hopefully, man, that the sentencing works out in his favor. Like I said, we do not promote domestic violence over here, man. But right is right, wrong is wrong, man. You don't ever want to see a man, black man, at that, man. Down. So, definitely, man. Shout out to Diddy, man. Shout out to and definitely, man. Shout out to Cassie, man. Hope everything,
Yeah, man. Husband held her down, but I would have held her down with 20 M's too, though. They was talking about the husband like, oh no, he stood by her. I would have stood by her too.